What's up, everybody, and you're very welcome along to another match day here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds travel to Selhurst Park to take on Crystal Palace, fresh off the back of Manchester City surprisingly dropping some points yesterday to Southampton in that 1-1 draw. So, I'll leave it up to you if you think the title race is back on. But either way, we know we've got to get the win today. We've got to get the points today. Lovely to see you all in. Hope you're well. What a weekend we've got of sport, by the way. If anyone stayed up late last night for the UFC, let me know as well. I didn't. I was watching the NFL, but Ngannou won on points, I seen, which was a bit of a surprise. And then I seen that apparently Dana White wasn't putting the belt around his waist. Don't know why, but I'm sure somebody let me know. Hey ho, said Mr. Crosby in the chat. How are we all? As you can see, the team news is in. I will go through it momentarily. And as you can also see, tonight, over on Twitch, 10 p.m, the shambles, and I say shambles because it will be a shambles, of me playing FIFA shall begin at 10 o'clock tonight over on Twitch. So, nice for that one. But today, we're on YouTube for the watch-along. Loads to go through. Team news is in, as I said. Oxlade-Chamberlain returns to the starting lineup. Joe Matip recovers from that knock to take his place. And thankfully, Fabinho also recovers from his knock to take his place in the starting 11. So, it's Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Van Dijk and Matip in the centre-back pairing, Curtis Jones on the left, Fabinho in the holding role, Jordan Henderson on the right, then it's Oxlade-Chamberlain right side of attack, Diogo Jota left side of attack, and Bobby Firmino through the centre. My favourite YouTuber, we love that, my friend, thank you, we really love that. How long are you on FIFA for? Oh, I don't know, mate, until I've embarrassed myself enough. I don't know, an hour and a half, we'll see how it goes. But it'll be a regular thing from now on. Once I start the career mode, sure, it has to be regular, doesn't it? Or there's no point in doing it. Right, what else have we got? Let's have a look at the bench as well today, by the way. See who's available for Jurgen Klopp. And we'll have a look at the Crystal Palace team as well. So, James Milner, Craig Houlden, Costa Simicas, Joe Gomez, Taki Minamino, Ibrahima Kanade, Nico Williams, Queven Kelleher, and Tyler Morton. The options from Jurgen Klopp from the bench today. So, yeah, nice. No sponsor to ram down your throats today, so the sponsor will be me playing FIFA. So Craig sponsored his own stream, technically, maybe, ish. Yes, how are we all anyway? How's the weekend going, everyone? Let me know. CNTV, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey, Lord Craig, I'm a little late. Oh, you're not late, man, you're early. I'm early. Not scheduled to start till 1:30, and I thought I'd make up for those few minutes I owe everybody for all the lates, and I'd come on a little bit early today. Connor ringing me 1:45, like, he doesn't know that's what time my alarm would have been set for, 1:45 for a 1:30 start. As you can see as well, we haven't done this in ages, but there's an Anfield Agenda mug pinned to the top of the live chat as well. If anybody hasn't got a sexy mug, then get yourself a sexy mug. Thoughts on the United game last night? Last night, well, it was not last night anyway, it was on yesterday at 3, wasn't it? Thoughts on the game. I looked at the goal back, and our Discord group was full of fume at the time, talking about it potentially being offside, but when I looked at it back, I thought it was fair. I thought it was a fair late goal. I didn't see anything wrong with it. West Ham obviously going to be pissed off they didn't see it out, but to me, it's fair play. It's just one of those, isn't it? One of those scenarios we've seen Liverpool and United do time and time again, which is score to death. Afternoon, Craig. Hope you're well. If we win today, I feel like we're back in this title race. Let's go, said Josh Thompson. Thank you, Josh. We like that, mate. We do. Would I go that far? Well, yeah, why not, mate? You're right. Why not? We should be looking to be optimistic. And yeah, Manchester City did draw points yesterday. Surprisingly, I should say, 1-1 at 1-1, with Southampton. So yeah, why not, mate? If we do win today, we've still got games in hand to make up, but what would it be, 6 points then if we win our games in hand? So yeah, don't give up yet. You're right not to give up. I wouldn't be as optimistic as you, but you're damn right to say we shouldn't give up. Absolutely. RJ Moon said Oxlade-Chamberlain's 2 goal contributions. I've got a feeling. Ooh. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I'm really not a fan of Ox on the wing. I don't think many of us are, in fairness, except for Chris Stoddage, of course. Yeah, look, I thought maybe we'd see Craig Houlden, but in fairness, Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's done okay recently when he's played. So, yeah, Rod's in the house. Rod, how are we? Nice to see you. This must be late night for you, Rod. Am I right in this? Or is it very early morning? No, it'd be late night, wouldn't it, Rod? Or evening. Over in Australia, I should point out. Hope you're well and life has been kind. You'll never walk alone. 5-1 for Caitlin. I'm gonna. What did I go with? 3-1 was my prediction all week, so I'll stick with that one. But as I always say, I'd rather a 2-0 than a 3-1. But I usually predict a home team goal when we're playing away. Just because I don't know. I just feel like it's the decent thing to do. So yeah, 9:30 in Australia. Oh, that's perfect time then, Rod, isn't it? That's a nice time for a kickoff. Unusual for you, obviously. I know you're usually either up really early for their streams or yeah, that's a nice time though. 9:30 p.m. We like that. It's about time our Aussie friends got a decent kickoff time. Mick, we never want to see somebody get injured, mate. That's not nice. United fans in the Liverpool streamers chat. That's how you know you're massive. Well, we're massive full stop, mate. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Are they really coming out to try and banter us, United fans? I mean, respect for their win and all that, but come on. You're a long way off being able to come in and banter us at this point. A long way off. A la 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 long. A la 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 long. 5:30 a.m. in Vancouver. Ooh, I tell you what, Rav, you're a better man than me. 5:30 a.m. You're getting up for the game. That is dedication there, mate. But you're not allowed to support Liverpool, mate, because you're not local. You know, you're not allowed. How dare you live all the way over there and get up at 5:30 and support Liverpool? Fair play. I say get up. Maybe you're still on the session from last night. WFM LFC Hub, love that as well. I'm a United fan, but I watch this channel because it's good. Thank you, sir. What is it? The Adam Moore, thank you. We like that, Adam. Yeah, everyone's welcome in here. Everybody's welcome in her. And her? Oh, I don't know. I can't speak for her. I can't say everybody's welcome in her. I don't know who she is. 9 a.m. in Toronto as well for Change Studios. Oh, actually, do you know what? There's loads of Canadian Reds that pop into the channel. From Calgary, from Toronto, obviously, from all over, which is class. Loads of Canadian Reds. As a United fan, we have no right to banter Liverpool right now. Yes, correct, Dino. Well played, sir. You're right. You are right, but still, it's got to be done. Do you know what I mean? We've got to banter each other, mate. It has to be done. You know, even if you're not in the position, you know, it's in our DNA to banter each other, isn't it? Thought Fabinho was injured. Well, he was injured, mate, but magically people can recover. Ta-da! Yeah, look, like you, I thought he was injured as well, but thankfully he's in the starting lineup, which is great news. So Fabinho will be in the six, as we know. Hendo on the right, Curtis Jones on the left, and we're guessing Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right side of the attack. Shane said we don't even have the right to banter FC. Oh, you do, mate. Well, we do, because we just beat them in their own gaff again. Everybody has the right to banter FC, mate. That's what they're there for. If life's not going well and all else fails and you've got no money in your pocket and it's pissing rain outside and the wife and the kids are in your ear, you always have the outlet of knowing that it could be worse. Do you know what I mean? You could be an Arsenal fan. So we always have that, mate. You know, either of us. United or Liverpool fans. Craig, any chance we can win the league? Of course there's a chance, Hayden. Of course there is. Slim enough chance, but that draw yesterday done us no harm. So we'll keep ticking along, and all we can do is look after our own points at this stage of the season, and yeah, get set up for that game at the Emirates. So look, it's about getting the result today. No good talking about City dropping points yesterday if we don't back it up by getting our points today. Could be an Everton fan. I wouldn't wish that level of bitterness on anybody, Andrew. I really wouldn't. I mean, they ratted again yesterday. God bless them. I want Gordon for Oxlade. I think that's it, Rod. I think what you've said there, mate, is probably the consensus amongst a lot of Liverpool fans, buddy, in that we were all impressed with Craig Gordon. I say all of us, most of us were impressed with Craig Gordon the other day. And yeah, I wouldn't have been an all worried if Craig Gordon had started on the right side. So we'll wait and see. I think Mick probably agrees there in the chat as well, and a few others. But look, I mean, are we being really unfair here to Oxlade-Chamberlain? Because he hasn't been bad this season, in fairness. He hasn't been great going forward, granted, but look, it's about getting the win today. And if Oxlade-Chamberlain plays an hour and then we see Minamino or then we see Craig Gordon, so be it. Hopefully an easy win. 2-0 at half time and cruise in the second half, said Adam. The worst part about all of this, though, my friends, is that This is the last league game for about 3 weeks because we have an international break coming up. Then we've got the FA Cup game against Cardiff before the next league game. So it's going to feel like a long time. So enjoy it. I'm making sure to enjoy today because it's going to get us all through the next 2 weeks. Wade said, look, would love a Liverpool win, clean sheet, going for a 2-0 prediction. LFC Hub's going 3-0 with a Jota header. Yeah, I don't even know on the goal scorer. Well, I'll tell you what I did do. I went over, as you know, I like a little flutter on games and stuff. So I had to look around at the special offers, and I was on Sky Bet, I think it was, and got 10-1 for a Van Dijk header. So I stuck 30 quid on that one, because I feel like he's due a header. If I had have known Matip was playing, I probably would have stuck a tenner on a Matip header as well. But yeah, I went for a Van Dijk header, because I feel like we're due a Van Dijk header. Who will make the Qatar, Senegal or Egypt? Look, Senegal will probably be the favourites in that playoff, but, you know, somebody has to go through, somebody has to lose. So if I was putting money on it, I'd probably edge it to Senegal, but, you know, may the best team win in that final qualifier. Is the title race back on if Liverpool win today? Well, look, we've got to say yes, don't we? Because it would be 6 points if we win our games in hand. So yeah, why not? Why not? You know, we've got to keep dreaming and keep believing. It's an uphill task. I mean, I'm not expecting Manchester City to drop a whole lot of points, but why not? Well, look, worst case scenario, the bigger gap we can put away from Chelsea and the chasing pack as well, ahead of the Champions League. You know, it'd be nice to be able to fully focus when those games against Inter Milan come around. I watched Inter Milan a lot actually over the past 2 or 3 weeks since the draw's been made, and I've got to say, I'm not worried. I'm not. Like, they're a good unit, but I just don't see enough that they're going to surprise us or be able to grind us down. I think over the 2 legs, we should be alright in that one. Now, a little mention to all the whingers, bitchers, moaners, criers, that, you know, when I made the little video, Banter and Arsenal ahead of the semi-final, that said, if we lose, it's all your fault. So by your own reckoning, fans, we won, so you're welcome. Because if it was going to be my fault if we lost because, you know, I had the, whatever you want to call it, gumption to banter Arsenal fans, clearly it's thanks to me if we win then, using your own rationale. So, you're welcome. Another final thanks to Craig. Single-handedly doing it. Doesn't matter with the lads on the pitch apparently using the rationale that these Fruit Loops use. So, yeah, I got us single-handedly to a final. Whew! Tough. I feel like Steven Gerrard carrying the weight of this Liverpool team on my shoulders. It's not as easy as I make it look, you know. He said, knowing that he's clearly winding people up. Right, what have we got? Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video as well. If you want to buy a mug, want to be a mug that buys a mug, there's one at the top of the live chat right now. Also, if you want to become a member of the channel, Anfield Agenda FC, click on the join button or have a little click on the link in the description. It is $4.99 a month and you get the emojis. Connor might send you a nude. He may not, but, you know, he may. That's all I'm saying. Ella, I seen Ella in the chat. Ella, how are we? I was looking out for you actually. We were going through Dublin Airport, although I think you're mostly in Terminal 1 if my memory's right. Ella, and I hope you're well. When is Thiago back? After the international break, mate. After the international break. I think it was Pep Linders was talking about it recently. And I think we'll probably see the same with Harvey Elliott as well. I know a lot of people were asking all week would Harvey be on the bench today, but I said I would have been amazed if he was on the bench. When is the FIFA stream? Have a look below me, Junior Stwaltz. Have a look below me beside the scoreboard, and you'll see. 10 p.m. tonight, over on Twitch. Craig takes over FIFA, so Castro, Bateson, Pieface, all these other massive FIFA streamers, your reign at the top is over because the world's greatest FIFA player is about to take to the stage tonight at 10 p.m. I'm also playing tonight at 10, by the way, if anybody wants to come over and watch me, which will be a fucking shit show. I promise you. It'll be, what does this button do? Where's the menu? How do I do this? How do I select career mode? That's what it's going to be like, basically. That's just a glimpse into tonight at 10 o'clock. Yes, the match is on Sky, Brian. The match is on Sky. It's on Sky Sports main event, and I'm sure Sky Sports Premier League. Oh, I'm not playing Ultimate Team. Not a fucking chance I'm giving them any more money, Dylan. It'll be career mode all the way. No ultimate team for me. I'm not going Paddy Murphy paying 500 quid for Messi. If I paid five, I'd want Messi. Like Messi, I'd want him here as a fluffer or something for 500 quid. Fuck's sake. 500 quid. I'd want a gold plated fucking PlayStation to come around. 500 quid to play Messi in a computer game. I'd want a hand job off Messi for 500 quid. Fuck's sake. Mbappe will join Spurs. Of course he will, mate. Of course he will. If by Mbappe you mean Adama Traore, then maybe. The closest thing to a pacey winger you're getting there is Adama. God. I spent a tenner and packed Lewandowski. Well, that's pretty good, Leon. I mean, I won't knock that, mate. I'm an Arsenal fan. Our fans don't usually have beef. Definitely prefer Liverpool to City. I tell you what, Carl, I had no issue with any Arsenal fans, mate. I actually got on really well with a lot of Arsenal fans up until this semi-final, when I don't know where the bitterness from Arsenal fans came from, but it wasn't pleasant over those few weeks. Adama will actually join Spurs. I know, mate. That's why I said it. You know, I am basically... I'm everything to everyone, basically. Fabrizio Romano, Mark Goldbridge, True Geordie. I'm every woman. It's all in me. I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want them, baby. That's for you, Mick. That's for you, Mick. I know that you love it when I sing, Mick, and I know your missus does as well. I mean, yeah. I just thought to myself yesterday, I haven't actually done much take the piss singing in a while. So, by the way, I know I'm going to be asked to sing the Diogo Jota song, the new song. I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe I don't like it because I don't like the original song. So, yeah, not going to be singing that one, unfortunately. Would I take Messi? No, I wouldn't, because we'd be carrying him, if that makes any sense. Not because he's not good enough. He's Messi. Do you know what I mean? He can do what he wants, but... What career mode are you doing, Craig? FIFA... Liverpool career mode. Yeah, a Liverpool career mode, sorry. I was trying to remember if we said we're going to do an Anfield agenda one or a Liverpool one. It'll be a Liverpool one, mate. The Jota tune isn't the catchiest. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm with it, Rav. It wasn't me. He is better than Figo, Connor, you're right. He is better than Luis Figo. But he's not really, but do you know what I mean? There's an argument that himself and Bernardo Silva are probably the two best Portuguese players plying their trade. Now, look, obviously Ronaldo's career was the best of the lot, no arguing there. But right now, would it be fair to say Bernardo Silva and Diogo Jota are probably the two, with João Cancelo probably as well, in fairness, the best Portuguese players plying their trade right now? Would I take Lewandowski? No, I don't want any aging players coming in. I'd rather watch Lewandowski from afar and appreciate his career with Bayern Munich than bring him into Liverpool right now. Yeah. What's your opinion on Salah being your best player in the Premier League era? I think it's fair. I think it's a fair point. I wouldn't have him at the top of the Premier League Liverpool players just yet. And look, I'm sure the stats would back up what you've said. I'm sure the stats would show that he should be mentioned. Maybe I'm just being a little bit selfish, but if he signs that new contract and does another year or two, I think I'll be there. I think I will be there. But still, for me right now, I'm still going to have Steven Gerrard there. Because it's Steven Gerrard. Even though Salah's won a Premier League. Yeah, I just think give him another year or two and definitely be talking about Salah as the greatest Liverpool player in the Premier League era, in my humble opinion. But it'll take a lot to dislodge Stevie G for me. Felipe Coutinho is nowhere near the conversation of the best Liverpool player in the Premier League era. He's behind Torres, Suarez, Gerrard, Salah, Mane. And yeah, I would put him behind Mane, by the way. That's an interesting one. Where would you put them in that conversation? Mane, Felipe Coutinho. Surely Mane's ahead. I mean, I know people are fond of Coutinho, and understandably, because he was very good when he played for us, but I'd have Mane ahead of Coutinho. Scorers today, said Caden. I have no idea, mate. I went for a Van Dijk header. But other than that, I mean, if you're going to back a goal scorer for Liverpool, you'd probably go for Diogo Jota with the form he's in. Just looking at the comments here. Mane over Coutinho for Jake. Mane's underrated for Andrew. Is Harvey Elliott fit enough to be on the bench? No, he's not on the bench. I will go to the bench again for those that haven't seen it. 1 second. So on the bench today for the Reds, Tyler Morton, Queven Kelleher, Nico Williams, Ibrahim Kanate, Taki Minamino, Joe Gomez, Costa Civicus, Cade Gordon, and James Milner, or for your Liz, James frickin' Milner. Adam Bogdan is our best. Oh, Trent or Robertson? Trent, but I mean that's not a knock on Robertson. Robertson's goddamn amazing, but it's got to be Trent. Trent's assists have been just ridiculous. People say Mane's having a bad season, but he's got more goals than most strikers. He is having a bad season. It's not just people say it; it is true. And the fact you said he's got more goals than most strikers, it's a fair point. I think he's fourth, is he? Highest goal scorer in the Premier League right now, but that's because the goal scoring charts in the Premier League right now isn't really filled with forwards pulling up any trees. Salah being the exception there. The rest kind of tailed off a bit. But I think it's fair to say Sadio has tapered off a little bit. And by his own admission as well. Last year he said he wasn't up to his own high standards. Would I take Haaland? Of course, who wouldn't take Haaland? Keep seeing rumours about Gomez to Villa. Can't see it. Yeah, I don't know where I am in that whole Gomez situation. And people are asking me about Carvalho, by the way. I've no new information on Fabio Carvalho. The story that we broke to you guys, and we won't get any credit for it anywhere across any social media or any of the newspapers. I've gone looking, and as usual, nothing about Anfield agenda, because people just like to use the information and just go and credit it elsewhere. So put some fucking respect on our name. And when we sign Jude Bellingham, you're going to get a massive, and I mean mahoosive, I told you so, when that happens. Because I still believe it will happen, although I don't know when. I did see a report yesterday from, was it Inside Germany or something like that, or some Inside German Football or something, that said that he had agreed wages with Liverpool. I think that's poo-poo, if I'm honest with you. I don't think there's any developments on the Jude Bellingham situation. And look, I would be very happy if Liverpool signed him next summer, but I would expect it to be the summer after. But either way, as I've said, and I will repeat, I am fully convinced when Jude Bellingham leaves Borussia Dortmund, he ends up at Liverpool. Do you expect a Chamberlain goal? I don't really have any expectations of who scores. Just hope that we score. Salah contract news. Again, mate, my honest answer is I don't know of any. Again, there are people on social media trying to say that it's either been done or it's close. I don't know. All I can do is be honest with you and say I don't know. I've no idea what. I mean, I believe it'll get done because, like most people, I can't think of a situation where our owners are stupid enough not to get it done. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Carvalho expected to be announced in the coming days. Yeah, mate, I'm well aware. I just don't know of any actual updates on it yet. So I will ask around again. Same person that told me about the story. I will ask around to see if there's any updates on Carvalho. The thing is, it'll be a balancing act for Fulham of, will we lose him now for 5 million, or will we keep him to the end of the season, lose him for free, but maybe help our promotion push? I think the sensible thing to do for Liverpool would be to try and buy him now and loan him back to Fulham for the rest of the season. But we'll wait and see. Look, loads of time left in the 8 days or so in the transfer window. I did tell you guys before the window all month that I wasn't expecting any business to be done unless an opportunity presented itself, like the 5 million Carvalho deal. Other than that, there was never a plan to go out there and bring somebody in this window unless there was an injury. Is it a career mode stream? Yes, it will be, mate. I'm not giving FIFA any more fuck or EA any more money. Pepe on loan? God no. Jesus no. Don't want that Arsenal failure in our squad. Oh God no. Craig, where would you rate Salah in the all-time African players list? Difficult to say because, like, you think about Samuel Eto'o as an example there, winning a lot of stuff during his time, playing for Barcelona and elsewhere. So I don't know. I would put Salah ahead of Drogba certainly on that list. Although people might disagree, I think the stats will back me up on that one. But I don't know. Is the honest answer from a Premier League perspective the greatest African player to set foot on a football pitch. From a world perspective, I don't know. There are some great players that have come out of Africa. Kelleher, the Irish Yashin. Well, I was the Irish Yashin, mate, but Kelleher is no, in all honesty, Caoimhín Kelleher's amazing, isn't he? He's just amazing. I mean, I've seen people try to undermine him by calling him greedy and stuff, say he's sitting at Liverpool. My answer to them is fuck you. He's getting a goalkeeping education at Liverpool, training alongside Alisson Becker, working under Taffarel. I don't know why people would try and knock the lad. I'm absolutely over the moon for Caoimhín Kelleher, and his reputation is rightly growing because he's a very, very good goalkeeper. Seems to have ice in his veins as well, which is class. He needs to fill out a little bit. You know, he's not the. I know he's on a very strict training regime to try and, you know, tone up and bulk up a little bit because, you know, you need as much strength as you can as a keeper. But Caoimhín Kelleher's a damn good player, isn't he? He's a damn good keeper. And yeah, look, I won't lie, having an Irishman in the Liverpool squad in the goalkeeping department is for me, because that's the position I played. It's it's very nice to have a look at the team sheet or the squad and see Caoimhín Kelleher's name there. Any answer from Lucas Leiva? No. I did send him a DM on Instagram, but I'm fully not expecting him to see it. So look, if anybody wants to help me out on this one, my goal in life is now to interview Lucas Leiva. That's what I want to do. I want to interview Lucas Leiva about his time at Liverpool because I was always a huge fan of Lucas Leiva. So much so that I named my son Lucas after Lucas Leiva. And I'd love to interview him for the channel. Happy to fly over to Italy to do it, if needs be. But yeah, I would really love to interview him. So if you want to help me out with it, I'm going to probably put a post up over the next few days. So maybe over the international break, if we can tag him in the post and try and maybe catch his attention. Because I've always respected Lucas Leiva for what he went through at the club, the way he carried himself with such dignity. I just think he's a great example. I just think he's a great example to other players coming into clubs. And yeah, I mean, it was a real up and down story for Lucas Leiva, and I would love to get his thoughts on it. So yeah, if you can help me out with that one at some point. It's a big ask. It's a massive ask. It may never happen, but don't ask, you don't get. Right, what else we got? Get the spammer out. They're done. Don't worry, mate. Sometimes it takes a little time for the button to actually act. Right, again, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video. 10 minutes to go till kickoff. I don't think we've had a look at the Palace team yet. One sec. Let me just drag this image over and read this one out. Right, so Palace, Guaita in goal, then it's Ward, Anderson, Guehi and Mitchell, then it's Gallagher, Hughes, Schlupp, Moretta, Edouard and Olise. Olise is just a bundle of tricks on that right hand side. Certainly somebody Robbo's going to need to keep an eye on, and somebody we're going to need to maybe get a little bit of help, track him back to help Robbo, because Olise is he's a very good young footballer, in fairness, and certainly for me the biggest threat from Crystal Palace in that starting 11. Obviously Conor Gallagher's having a great season as well, on loan from Chelsea. City showing cracks, do you think? Hope so. I mean, it's tough to know, isn't it? Like, they're off the back of, 12 or 13 wins in a row before that draw. So, I mean, if it draws a crack, then look, we've got to try and capitalise, don't we? Whatever the situation might be. Thoughts on Vlahovic declining in an English club, and your thoughts on his potential ceiling? I'm not sure on Dusan Vlahovic, in all honesty. If the English club in question is Arsenal, I don't blame him for rejecting Arsenal. I mean, he probably wants to play in the Champions League at some point. So, Arsenal not completely out of that race this season, of course. But yeah, I think Vlahovic could aim a bit higher than Arsenal, in all honesty. But look, if Arsenal got him, he'd be a good signing. I don't know about my Liverpool, but, you know, a club like Arsenal, if he chose to go there, I think he'd do all right, you know. I think he would. I think the Arsenal fans would certainly take to him. Do I think Rashford was offside yesterday? No, I don't. No, it wasn't Rashford that they were looking at anyway. It was the build-up they were looking at. It was Cavani that they were looking at for the offside. And I think he was onside. Looking at it, my initial instinct was he was onside. So I wasn't surprised when I watched it back on Match of the Day to see that he was on. I mean, from the people in our Discord group, I thought it was going to be much closer, but I think he was on. Ryan said he was miles off. I don't think he was. I think he was on, mate, in all honesty. I mean, if you look at the cut of the grass and stuff, but look, it doesn't matter. Like, whether Cavani was onside, offside, doesn't really matter. It's not really going to affect us at all, is it? As Liverpool fans, we don't want them to get top four, of course, but ultimately it's Spurs' to lose at this moment in time. I know United are sitting in fourth place in the table now, but Spurs have games in hand, so massive game at 4:30 today against Chelsea. It's nothing but good for us to come out of this. If we win today, that's just a great situation for us later on. No matter who drops points there. Chelsea drop points, we've got an even bigger cushion. If Spurs win, they close the gap on United. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting situation to see who finishes inside the Champions League places. Liverpool and City, I think that's a done deal at this point. Klopp seems to be a big admirer of Martinelli. That's gone back beyond just this week as well, Jaden. So we looked at Martinelli 2 years ago, at least, that I'm aware of. We won't sign anyone this January. Carvalho is the only one, I would say. There's a chance of it happening this month, City. The kid from Fulham. His contract's up at the end of the season. 19 years of age. Doing really well for Fulham. That's the only one I could see potentially getting done this month. Will Craig versus Goldbridge FIFA stream work? I'm sure we can arrange that at some point, but I need a bit of practice first because I'm going to be awful, and Goldbridge plays it all the time. So yeah, maybe down the line. Maybe Craig, Paddy Murphy, Craig Goldbridge, maybe even Craig Pieface at some point. Wouldn't that be fun? Carvalho's a no-brainer, said Russell. Yeah, and again, somebody we've been interested in for a while, so this hasn't just came out of the blue this week. Xbox or PlayStation, PS5, Scott. We've got both in the house. We've got the PS5 and the Xbox. Is it the Series S? Is that the new one? Yeah, Lucas got one off Santi for Christmas and I bought a PlayStation 5, so... Harley, how are you? Welcome in. Right, look, the teams are coming out onto the pitch here at Selhurst Park. Don't forget, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do drop a like on the video as well. There's 200 likes at the minute. That's shocking. Shocking. Get your fingers out. Come on, hit that like button. And again, no sponsor today, but we have got a sponsor. Craig plays FIFA on Twitch at 10 o'clock tonight. There's your sponsor. So yeah, make sure you get over to Twitch tonight. Give Anfield Agenda a follow on Twitch if you haven't done so already. Just search Anfield Agenda and make sure that you're there for tonight, because 10 o'clock, the shambles that will be me streaming FIFA. And don't forget the Anfield Agenda TikTok as well. Nearly 52k on there. So get over, give us a follow on TikTok. Is Carvalho any good? Yes, he is. He's technically, I suppose you'd call him a 10 right now, but who knows where Jurgen Klopp would have him playing, because we have Harvey Elliott as a right side of midfielder. So let's wait and see. Right, let's have a look again at Liverpool's team. As you can see, Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Matip and Van Dijk centre back pairing, Fabinho in the 6, Hendo on the right, Curtis Jones on the left, with Jota, Firmino and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Right, let me just make sure the clock's ready to go. Cool. Right, let's sit back, relax, and hopefully cheer the Reds on to 3 points, because it's going to be a massive afternoon and a game we got to win. So, again, relax and hopefully we'll cheer the lads on. It is a difficult place to go, though. I'm never overly confident going to Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace, because it's a fairly boisterous stadium. Fans certainly get behind their team, and obviously we had that Christian Bull. Oh, that'll never go away, will it? If we got Carvalho, I'd want to play him now, not want to loan him back. I don't know what the plan would be. I would imagine Keane, the smart money, probably be to loan him back for the rest of the season, but we'll wait and see. Big 3 points, said Alex. We got this. Hi, Craig. FIFA stream tonight. Yes, Pranav, right there on the screen, mate, right below me beside the scoreboard. 10 o'clock tonight over on Twitch. Don't forget 7-0. I know, Mark, but your mind never goes to the good ones, does it? Well, mine doesn't. It always goes straight to the negative ones. Right, so I'm going for a 3-1 prediction, a Van Dijk header, and let's go with a Jota goal as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And of course, we've got the game coming up later on as well. I'm not doing a watch along of it, but big game of the season as well for Chelsea and Spurs. So yeah, after tonight, we have a post-match show straight afterwards. Just me first, then myself, Paddy and Chris. And then I'll see you guys on Twitch at 10 o'clock. So look, we're ready to go here for this one. And fingers crossed, it's 3 points. Right, let me get Stream Deck ready to go with the clock and so on. Right, here we go. Nothing but 3 points will do. Why don't I wear Liverpool? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Since I've turned 40, mate, I just thought, oh, I'm too old to be wearing Liverpool shit on streams now, really. So, yeah, that's probably why, in all honesty, I'm trying to be a bit more age appropriate. Not that there's anything wrong with wearing football shirts, just it's cold and a hoodie just feels better. So yeah, that's why. The age, really. Right, we are about to get underway anyway. I think we're still trying to figure out a coin toss situation here. So we've got a 2-0 for Aesthetic Vibes, 3-0 for YN, 2-0 for Jen, 4-0 for BJ Thunder. The Oracle's gone 3-0, 7-0 for Harvey Elliott, 2-0 for Chaos Jokers, 2-2. Haz has gone for Desmond. We don't want that, mate. We need a win. Since you turned 39.1, Shane. Yes, correct. That's it. Of course I reply, Electro. I always reply if I can, my friend. Right. Got a minute silence going on here before the game. Some 6-0 predictions in there as well. My God. Some optimistic people. 3-1 is what I'm going with, but I prefer a 2-0 obviously. And a clean sheet. You don't look a day over 30, get the shirt back on. We love that, mate. Yeah. I mean, look, I still have some of the stuff upstairs, obviously. This season's home shirt, tracky top, a couple of hoodies. I'm sure I'll wear one soon enough. I'm sure I'll wear a top soon enough. Right, here we go. We are about to get underway. Liverpool in their nice cream away kit, playing from right to left. Fingers crossed we get to 3 points. Right. Big 90 minutes ahead. They're all big 90 minutes when you're Liverpool, I suppose. Right, ref will blow his whistle. Players will take a knee. And we'll get on the way. Codbot's nervous. We're always nervous ahead of games, mate. Right, we're on the way. Ball goes back to Joel Matip, who does a decent thing, launches it long left-hand side. Shota goes for the header. Ball drops though. And I was going to say West Ham, but it's not. It's Crystal Palace clear it. Fabinho hooks it forward. Straight to a West Ham player though. Immediately they're on the attack. Trent wins that ball back though. Gives it to Alisson, who quickly plays the ball into Fabinho. Curtis Jones protects the ball well. Gives it left side to Andy Robertson. Back to Van Dijk. Just knocking it around now. Trying to ease into the game. Great to see Matip back out there today. Obviously substituted at half-time the League Cup semi against Arsenal. And you were worried because Klopp said that he had a bit of a knock. But great to see him out. And Fabinho as well. I was worried that he wasn't going to be available today after that tackle from Thomas Partey. Gallagher tries to pin the ball into the left channel there. Ref brings it back though for... I don't know what. The ref seen a foul there somewhere on a Palace player that myself and Jurgen Klopp certainly haven't seen. Did I say West Ham? You know me, Mark, they're all the fucking same. All these B-Tech London teams. Ball's up. Palace player knocks it on. It's hooked up by Henderson. Will Hughes. Matip back to this slice, the malarkey already. He needs to settle down a bit. He didn't start off well against Arsenal. He looks a bit shaky today. Palace play the ball into the left channel. It's overhit though. Edouard can't get there and it goes out for Liverpool throw in. Yeah, let me wake up. Let me wake up. I'm not awake yet. I don't know why I said West Ham, and I said it in my head at the start of the stream as well. Anyway, it's definitely Palace. Palace. Now, it's ingrained. Referee brings it back here though. A foul by Gallagher. Tell them to be careful. Where's he going out? He's gone out for a drink, mate. You want to make 2 rings when you get home, Connor? 2 rings. Just let us know you're home. Van Dijk to Jones. Back to Van Dijk. Across to Matip. I should just record myself saying certain things, because they happen so often that I should just record them and then just press buttons for Van Dijk to Matip. Matip out right hand side. Curtis Jones now, a bit of space. He's got Robbo on the run. It's not a great ball in behind from. It was easy for Palace to defend, and it goes behind for Crystal Palace goal kick. As the Diaz news fell off. There was never going to be Diaz news this month. Anybody who thought Luis Diaz was going to be signed this month, I think, was kidding themselves. Liverpool aren't going to do huge business this month. That was always going to be the case. The young lad from Fulham, yes, but I never expected us to go out there and sign Luis Diaz this month, in all fairness. Right, Robbo here and Trent over a free kick. It's about 45 yards out. Crystal Palace holding a line 2 or 3 yards ahead of their 18-yard box. You'd imagine we'd try and dink this in towards the penalty spot. Just ahead of the penalty spot, probably. Ball comes in. It's flicked over. Matip has it right-hand side. What is it about Matip? He's just a bit all over the shop in the last couple of days with his touches and his passing. Even there, it's just a big, heavy, clunky touch, and we eventually get a throw-in out of it. What do I watch the game on? Sky. Love your accent, by the way. It's class. Thank you. Appreciate that. Robbo. Van Dijk. There's not much movement ahead of him, in fairness. Matip. Robertson. Cuts back inside. Palace happy to give us space until we get into their half of the pitch. Then the press comes. But we've worked it at right hand side now. Cross to the far post. Curtis Jones has it. Pulls it back. Robbo really does just panic when he gets anywhere near shooting or that final ball. I mean, it wasn't a difficult thing here for Andy Robertson to just hook it to the back post, and again he overhits it and it goes behind. Look, that's a simple ball to the back post. It was like a half cross, half shot. It's like he was caught in 2 minds. You either put your laces through it or you just dink it to the far post. But either way, not great there from Andy Robertson. Fabinho. Jones. He's brought down. Free kick. Somebody said, Craig, when are you back in the UK again? I don't know, in all honesty. I was going to go over for the West Ham game, but I'm thinking now I'd rather a week in Lanzarote again. Was I born in Dublin? Yes, I was. I lived in Dublin until I was 19. Jones. Tackle comes in on him. That'll go out for our first corner of the game. Right hand side. Excuse me, left hand side. Apologies. Robert's come across to take it. Right, Verge, this is where you jump up, mate. Get that header and win me a load of money. Come on, Verge. Right, first corner to the Reds. Left hand side. Delivery in from Robbo. Verge didn't quite get into the end of that one. It's out edge of the box to Trent. He's fairly central. Tries to flick it on. Matip heads it. Jota. Oh, it's good defending. I thought it was going to drop to Jota. Henderson now. Strike. Deflection. Keeper saves it. Spilled. And hooked away. Oh, close that. Close. Good strike from Hendo. Shows we can get at them here from set pieces as well. Matip flicked it on. Jota thought he was going to be in, chested down. Good defensive tackle on him. It's hooked away. Falls to Matip. Matip just lays it off to Hendo, has a strike. Keeper palms it away, and it's a throw into us left hand side. Robbo takes it quickly to Firmino. Firmino goes back to Virgil van Dijk. Robertson left channel. Down the line to Bobby Firmino. He plays it out off the Crystal Palace fullback, and it'll be a Liverpool corner again, left hand side. Do I speak Irish? No, not really. Like very, very Kupla Fuckle. Is Carvalho definitely going to happen? I'm not going to answer that because you've spammed in the question, so have a timeout instead, Michael. How does that work? Mods, up your game. That's a timeout defo there. Corner in. Goal! Van Dijk header. 330 quid. Whoop whoop! Did I call it or did I motherfucking call it? Virgil van Dijk header. Whoop whoop. 1-0. Woo! Oh, your boy calling it yet again. Yet again. What a delivery. And Van Dijk leaps like a salmon from the River Boyne. Top bins. 1-0. Can I get an amen? Look at that. Look at that. Oh! It's pretty! It's so pretty! Look at that header. Oh! Oh! What a header. What a header from Van Dijk. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. What are you looking at VAR for? What the fuck is VAR looking at this for? Don't be taking this goal away from you with VAR, you fucking arsehole. Yeah, damn right we're back under play. I'm just going to sit here and bask. If anyone want the lotto numbers or anything like that, just hit me up. Do you know what I mean? Just hit me up. Oh. That's a nice little start to the day, isn't it? Right, here we go. Milky Bars are on me tonight. Chippers on me. Why would you watch another YouTube channel? You watch me and win money. You can watch here, win money and enjoy the victories. Fabinho, I should start a tips channel, shouldn't I? I should. People keep telling me, but I don't want to push betting on anybody, but we want Newlon. There you go. Have a bit of Newlon. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Oh! Ball in. I thought, oh, unlucky. Looking for Oxlade-Chamberlain on the far side. Oh, it's a good ball in that. This is a nice little start, isn't it? 1-0 up after 9.5 minutes. Nearly 2-0 up. Good bit of defending that, in fairness. I'm liking that. 300 quid. That's one fly paid for to Lanzarote. Love smug, Craig. Sorry, mate. I can't help it, though. I love being smug because it doesn't happen very often. But I'm only being smug to myself. Who scored? He's a centre half. He's our number 4. Watch him defend and we watch him score. He'll pass the ball, come as you like. He's Virgil van Dijk. He's Virgil van Dijk. That's who scored. Ten minutes on the clock. Anywho, Robbo with the assist from the corner. Ball out left side now. Robbo laces through it, drops the Hendo, left foot. Back to Robbo. Bit of ping pong going on. Robbo fires in across. Oh, side netting. Unlucky. Oxlade-Chamberlain. There's a tight angle at the far post, in fairness to him. Not really too much you can do with it. But again, it's a good start this from Liverpool today. Ooh. Tight angle for Oxlade-Chamberlain there working. Trying to get it, steer it in past the keeper at the near post. Ooh. Maybe he could have done a bit better, you know. Again, for those, Robbo got the assist. Robbo, for those asking. It was a corner. 1,700 people in the live chat. Again, do hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Drop a like on the video as well. We're 300 likes. We need to get to 1,000 likes. Got to get to 1,000. Yeah, I agree. Chaos Jokers. Palace do look like they're for the taking. Link is there tonight, by the way, for the FIFA stream. If anybody wants to set a reminder, it's pinned to the top of the live chat. It'll take you to Twitch, excuse me, if you want to get ready for tonight. 10 o'clock. Oh, Angel, I was saying that earlier on, Angel Michael, that Matip's looked sloppy in the past 2 games. I know we only played half the match against Arsenal, but he looks a bit sloppy in possession again to me today, which is very unlike Joel Matip. Jones, lovely switch that from Curtis Jones, out right hand side, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Trent, Hendo, the less I say about Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's attempted strike there. Oh, they're showing us the Van Dijk goal again. Here we go. Starts off in the edge of the 18-yard box. Make a dart to the near post. Oh, the more I look at it, the sexier it gets. He just made it look so easy. Boom. We love that. Who do I think will score in the Chelsea match? I've no idea who's starting for them, Michael. Why isn't Ibu playing? Because Matip's fit, and Matip is Klopp's first choice partner to Van Dijk at the minute. I mean, look, it's a good headache for us all to have, isn't it? Scotty just stuck a tenner on Chamberlain next goal. What you get, Scotty, odds-wise? I mean, that win today will fund my NFL betting tonight, basically. Thank you, Tariq. As you know, I love my Air Jordan hoodies, mate. I got another couple of them during the week. Another black one and a cream one. Does Connor get a bit of advice from the betting master? Connor doesn't really bet. Ball in. Keeper comes out and claims it. Connor doesn't really bet, to be fair. He sticks a 5 or a 10 here or there. But no, he'd never ask me for a betting tip, in fairness. He'd just stick it on. I actually got a nice 10-1 shot up. He had Liverpool when we were 2-0 down against Palace. Not Palace, against... Sorry, Palace won the attack here. It's cleared. 2-0 down against... or 2 goals down against Leicester. He stuck us to beat them on panos at 10-1, which was a nice little win from Suxi. Sorry, was in the shower. That's okay, Suxi. Thank you very much for the super chat. You're a gent. So Suxi's gone, was in the shower, fuck him emoji, WFM emoji, goal emoji, Craig Ric Flair emoji. And if anybody wants to get use of those emojis that Suxi and others have used, you can become a member of the channel. Link is in the description below. And you will get into our Discord group as well, don't forget. We are playing well today, Mohammed. We certainly are. That's alright, Michael. No problem, buddy. The links to... Look, the Carvalho stuff, Michael, is... I'd be confident enough, mate. I would. I'd be very confident he signs for Liverpool. I just don't know if we'd be able to get over the line this month. I hope we are, but we're very much in the conversation, Michael, for that young lad Fabio Carvalho from Fulham. How much did I put on VVD to score? 30 quid, Josh. 30 quid a header at 10-1. So pays out 330, including my stake. Ooh, Alisson slipped there in his clearance, but manages to get it long to the halfway line. Chamberlain loses out. Alisson now tries to play a ball into the channel. Drifted across, actually. Has he switched onto the left side, or has he just come in field? He's a good player, Alisson. Do you remember we were linked with Will Hughes? Just seeing him there in midfield for Palace. Do you remember when he was at... Was it Derby or somewhere he was at? We were linked with him. 5 million seems to be the price, by the way. I've seen somebody asking that in the chat. Nice composed defending there from Joel Matip, and then fires the ball straight out for a throw into Crystal Palace. It was 10-1. 10-1. So it's 330, including my stake back. 16 gone, and look, we can't really have any complaints about how we've started. Be nice to win this game because that means we'll have won the 2 league games and the 2 cup games that the lads have been away for so far. Well, I say the 2 cup games. Sorry, we drew one of them, but ultimately got through. 3 cup games actually, Shrewsbury game as well. So yeah, be nice. This is the last league game the lads are set to miss away at the AFCON as well. So happy days on that one. Ooh, Carl went for a VVD header and a Trent goal. Did you go Trent outside the box, Carl, or just Trent to score? But either way, I hope it comes up for you. Elise was at Reading. It wasn't Elise I was asking about there, mate. Sorry, it was Will Hughes. Was it him that was at Derby before? Or I know he was at Watford, but before Watford even. Where was he? There was somewhere he was even before Watford when we looked at him. I think in my head I had it as Derby, but how's my hamstring? It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it was Derby. Yeah, I knew I could see him in a white shirt. Yeah, do you remember him? He was linked to us for the longest time. That was the level we were at back then, though. Like, still taking punts on uncertainties. But it's good to see he's gone on and had a Premier League career. Trent tries the ball up the line to read by the Palace defence. 18 minutes on the clock at Selhurst Park. It is Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 1, a Virgil van Dijk header. Palace on the attack now, left-hand side. Imagine thinking you're getting past Trent. Imagine thinking you're getting past Trent. Oh, was Trent outside the box? There you go, Carl. That's the smart bet, mate. Well played. So hopefully he gets a free kick then and he sticks at top bins. Klopp having a little word with the captain. A little bit of instruction for Hendo. Who are we playing next? Cardiff in the FA Cup. So there's an international break after this game, unfortunately. And then after that, the weekend we're back. It's the FA Cup game against Cardiff. Robertson. Ball into the right channel. Nobody there. Back to the Palace keeper. So how are we feeling after almost 20 minutes? Chat, how are we all feeling? Hopefully good. It's been a decent start. I mean, Palace do look a threat with some pace. But ultimately, I think we should have enough. So you're always a little bit nervy still at 1-0. Although there's plenty of time left in the game. I don't think Ireland have a game during the international break, TJ. I think it's mainly... I think there's some African qualifiers and some South American games, if my memory's correct. Robertson. Back to Curtis Jones. Delighted to see Curtis Jones coming into some form, by the way. Nice ball that from Hendo out to Trent. Trent fires an early cross in. It's hooked away by Crystal Palace. It'll be a Liverpool throw in right hand side. Marcus, thank you for the super chat. Why no more watch-alongs on That's Football? Oh, mate, that was a summer story. I don't want to go back over it, mate. But yeah, sorry, I don't want to go back over it, Marcus. You never know what happens down the line, buddy. But it just wasn't the right time for me. I don't want to go back over it, but there's no bad feelings there whatsoever. Ward now. Oh, ball across. What the flag's up, but oh my god, what a save. That's one of the strongest one-handed saves you will see. Now look, the flag was up and it was offside, but Alisson didn't know that at the moment, and what a save. Look at this. Boom! What a one-handed save that is. Anyone else feel our games are more boring without Salah? Yeah, we're grinding them out a bit, alright, but I mean, when you've got one of the best players in the world in your squad, they're always going to be a bit more boring, aren't they, if he's not there. But wow, what a save that was from Ali. I know it won't go down as one because he was offside, but fair play. Strong hand there from point blank range. Bobby now has the ball right channel, tries to flick it into the path of Oxlade-Chamberlain. He goes back to Curtis Jones. Jones outside of the foot to Robbo to Diogo Jota. Jota left side, fires in a cross, straight to the keeper. I don't know anything about that lad, Khaled, in all honesty, mate. I have not heard about the fire at Molyneux, Callum. No, mate. Obviously they played yesterday, so hopefully the stadium and everyone are okay there today. Craig, my teacher's a Liverpool fan. Nice one. Happy days. Actually, we were sent an email by by a teacher. I don't want to say what school it is because privacy and all that. But we were sent an email during the week by a teacher who said that their class have a podcast, and they've interviewed people like Niall Quinn and a few others on the podcast. And the class asked if she'd email us and ask if me and Connor would come on for a podcast interview for the school. And we were obviously delighted to. So yeah, we're hopefully going to do that in the next week or two, which was lovely. Like, I mean, you talk about Niall Quinn and stuff, and then people want me and Connor to come on. That was lovely. So yeah, it was always nice when stuff like that happens. Always happy to help, of course, if we can as well. Matip. Out into the right channel to Jordan Henderson. I mean, I don't know if the teacher fully knows about my bad language, but obviously I won't use it when I'm talking to the students. But imagine I'm here going, yeah, see this and see that in the middle of the class. Like, yeah, that would... You should do more on That's Football, but with 3-4 of your mods. Yeah, that was the issue really, and is just for that one particular stream, I had no mods available at the time. I hadn't got an option of adding them in, but if that hadn't happened that one day, things could have been very different. But it is what it is. It's all a learning experience, isn't it? Do you still have Craig Station? No, we swapped it back to Mundo Sporto, but in all honesty, we're not really doing that in Mundo Sporto at the minute because Twitch has taken up that extra time that we had. We have to do 20 hours a month on Twitch as well. Here we go. Firmino pulls it back. Oh, Fabinho pulled back to him on the edge of the box, and you're thinking stick the laces through it, lad. Top bins here. And he blasted over the bar. But again, it's good build-up play. Ball rolled into Firmino. Firmino gives it to Jota. Jota rolls it back to Fabinho, who just leans back rather than putting his laces through and getting over the top of the ball. Yeah, he should have. It's weird because he went to side foot it and he had the whole right hand side of the goal, and you can see him saying to himself, what was that? Tonight though, on Twitch, 10 p.m, as you can see on the screen, I can't believe I'm uttering these words, but I will be starting my career mode on Twitch tonight. Liverpool career mode, Anfield Agenda channel. If you haven't given us a follow, you can do so, as you see on screen there now. Just search Anfield Agenda. Why the hell are we hitting it over the bar all the time? I know, Scott, it's almost unforgivable, isn't it, that you don't get shots on target from the edge of the 18-yard box as a professional footballer. It often boggles my mind, mate, how some of the strikes are so far off. Yeah, especially that little side foot into the corner is all that was needed. But yeah, look, the adrenaline got to him, I think. Playing well though, so I don't really want to be critical of the lads at all because I'm happy with what I'm seeing here. The lads knocking the ball around well. Matip out to Henderson. Hendo back across to Van Dijk. Play on ultimate difficulty. Oh, I'm more fucking window licker level, mate. That's kind of where I am with it. And look, before anybody has a go at me about using the phrase window licker, I'm talking about myself, so I'm allowed to slag myself off before anybody has a go at me. Jones cuts back inside. Firmino, little flick, goes out. It'll be another corner, left hand side. A little Matip header now wouldn't go astray. You joined Twitch to watch tonight. Love that, David. Make sure you give us a follow as well, David. Craig is the best YouTuber, so I play with Lucas on the PlayStation. We have a great time. Yes, indeed you do, Alex. And Lucas certainly does enjoy when you guys play stuff together on the PlayStation, mate. Legend. Corner in. It's not a great corner this time from Robbo, but he'll get another chance because it goes out for another Liverpool corner. Right, here we go. Let's have a little look. Delivery in. Hendo flicks it. Ball breaks. Again, though, we can't get a strike away. It's working to the right channel by Trent to Fabinho. Jones rolls it down the line to Bobby. Bobby now right hand side gets a cross in. Not a great cross again. Easily defended by Palace, but well done Bobby. Wins it back. Jones's touch is heavy though. Allows Crystal Palace to win it back left hand side. Will Hughes, well done. See that? That's the kind of defensive work that I'm talking about with Oxlade-Chamberlain that has massively improved. That type of situation there where he steps in and wins it back and stops the counter attack. Well done Oxlade-Chamberlain. Van Dijk across to Matip. Matip gets the pitch and wedge out. Lovely ball into the left channel to Robbo. Robbo fires in a fast cross. Goes all the way to the far side. And it'll be another corner, this time right hand side. Callum said, forgot I had this, 16 months, been a long time supporter. Love to you, mate. Keep up the good work. Also, I posted a link on Discord about the fire. Thank you, Callum, for both, mate. Appreciate it. Is Twitch free? Absolutely, Paul. 100% free. If anybody's ever confused about that, by the way, Twitch is absolutely free to come across. Just click the link to the top there, download the app or use it in the desktop browser, and yeah, be all good to go. Corner in, headed away by Palace again. Will Hughes starts a counter-attack now, but look at that from Andy Robertson. Love that, Robbo. Love that. Robbo gets there, wins the first tackle, knocks it a bit ahead of himself. Palace player running onto it, so Robbo just boots the ball behind the goal. Safety first. Thoughts on Senegal versus Egypt? One of them's going to the World Cup and one of them's not. This is the only real thoughts I have, Simon. So we're going to have one disappointed Liverpool player and one happy Liverpool player. How good is Diogo Jota, by the way? Just in general. What did I make of City's game yesterday? I mean, it's about time they dropped some shagging points. That's what I would say. And fair play to Southampton. Southampton could have even pinched it at one point. But look, a draw. I'm not going to argue about that. Them dropping points is good enough. Who scored? Van Dijk, mate. Van Dijk header from a Robbo corner. Diogo Jota. Fabinho. Looking for Firmino. Firmino heads it down. Ball breaks on the edge of the box. Again, just little 1-2s in and around the penalty area. Just aren't coming off for us. But the build-up play again, top notch. Half an hour on the clock. It is Liverpool 1-0 up at Selhurst Park. Dumbass Dave, thank you for the super sticker, mate. I feel bad calling you Dumbass Dave, but that's your actual name. Yes, Simon, it is really annoying when the corner doesn't beat the first man, mate. Definitely one of my pet peeves watching football. Imagine you're a centre-back as well and you're after trudging all the way up from your own 18-yard box for a corner and then it doesn't beat the first man. No, Harvey isn't on the bench, Patrick. On the bench for Liverpool today, while you're asking about it, let me just grab it up. It is James Milner, Cade Gordon, Costa Simicas, Tyler Morton, Queven Kelleher, Nico Williams, Ibrahim Kanade, Joe Gomez and Taki Minamino. That's the bench for the Reds today. Fabinho. Lovely bit of space now for Jota. Fires the ball across left side to Robertson. Jota pointing where he wants it. Chamberlain. 2-0. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain at the far post. Absolute quality from Chamberlain. Lovely pick out by Andy Robertson as well. And it all started with a good bit of play from Diogo Jota. Jota picks up the ball, spreads it across left side, darts straight into the penalty area, points to Andy Robertson where he wants Robbo to play it. But Robbo, in the corner of his eye, spots a late run by Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to the far post. Dinks in a nice ball. And still a lot of work left to do for Chamberlain. He chests it down. Guaita comes out and he rifles in a low volley. And it is 2-0. Is his left foot? Yeah, it was his left foot. Through the keeper's legs. There you go. 2-0. Good finish that by Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's had a good start to the game. And repaying Jurgen Klopp's faith in selecting him. 2 assists as well for Robbo. Lovely bit of play that by Chamberlain though. And it is 2-0. And Chris Stonage is going to be absolutely covered in man juice somewhere. And we all know this to be correct. There we go. Little bit of Newlon as well, just to celebrate. Why not? You love to see it. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Suxy. Ox, goal. Fuck him emoji. WFM emoji. Craig Ric Flair emoji. Newlon's absolutely having a ball today. Look at him. He's getting it in. He knows there's 3 weeks before another league game. Look at him. Go on, Newlon. Go on, son. 2-0. Bit of breathing room as well. Absolutely loving it. 10 attempts we've had in the game, by the way, to Crystal Palace's bagel hole. Nice that. A little bit of breathing room is always good. Give us a whoo. Okay, ready, Michael? 3, 2, 1. Whoo! I feel like I need a Ric Flair robe. I feel like I need to treat myself and buy a Ric Flair, you know, boa, feathers, robe. I don't have the throne anymore, so I need a little bit of sparkle. Offside there against the Reds. Oh, look. Oxlade-Chamberlain scores and Chris is already straight into the WhatsApp group with the oh boys 2 weeks in a row. I'm just going to ask him. Hey Chris, I'm live on the stream right now. How covered in man love juice are you right now on a scale of 1 to a normal day for you with Oxlade-Chamberlain? If he replies, I'll play the reply. If he replies to me with a voice note, I'll play the voice note. Robbo has 2 assists, yeah. For any FPL players out there, spot on from Harry. Robbo does indeed have 2 assists. 1 from the corner for Van Dijk's header, and then that lovely rear post ball to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Delighted for Oxlade-Chamberlain as well, by the way. I mean, we were speaking... there's a message. We were speaking in the last few weeks about how good he has been, just lacking that bit of forward progress. He's been great defensively and stuff, but yeah, great to see him getting the score. Oh, here we go. You ready? Right. This should play. 1 sec.
I'm covered in lots of happy juice, Craig. And Izzy can confirm that.
Sure.
Well, Chris can confirm he is covered in lots of happy juice. And there you go. It's I mean, it's nice to have confirmation, Chris. None of us were really in any doubt whatsoever. Did you have 30 quid on a Van Dijk header or 10 to 1? Because I did. Oh, lovely ball into Henderson. That Hendo. Oh, unlucky Hendo. It's a lovely little ball in. We're playing some really good football today, you know. And granted, Palace haven't been great, but you can only beat what's in front of you. This sports channel that keeps spamming in, you must be really shy if they have to keep spamming to get people to watch their shitty sports channel that keeps spamming. It's a bot you're talking to there, Christian, by the way, so... Get the robe. I should get the robe, Kate, shouldn't I? I should get the robe. It'd be like Del Boy had his silk robe. I feel like I should have my Ric Flair one. Too much talking not related to the game. Oh, sorry, Victor. Feel free to fuck off. It's my show. I'll do what I want. If you want to pay me Sky Sports type money to have me commentate, mate, then have at it. Until then, you'll take what you're given. Sorry. I'm here to please me, mate. No. Oh, Alisson got a touch. See what I did there, mate? Talking about the game. It's called engaging with your audience, my friend. I could be like every other football YouTuber and do this. Yeah, but I'm not, because I'm fucking brilliant. Look at that ball from Robbo though. Just beautiful to the back post. That's the De Bruyne type goal that I keep speaking about. A Steven Gerrard De Bruyne-esque ball to the far post there from Robbo. Oh, I need a Palace corner, somebody said. Oh, I know that bet. I know that bet, mate. It's you're either got one corner each team in one half, 10 booking points each team, and both teams to score, or over 1.5 goals and a yellow card each and a booking point, or a corner each team in each half. Oh, I know that bet. Been there. Robbo presses on Alisson here, is forced backwards, switches the ball across from right to left. 7 minutes to go in the first half. The Reds 2-0 up. Goals courtesy of Virgil van Dijk and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Who do I think will get top 4? I think Liverpool City are already done top 4. That's nailed on. I think Chelsea and Spurs, in all honesty, but currently obviously United are sitting in 4th spot. Spurs have games in hand. If Spurs can even get a draw today against Chelsea, I think that will almost cement their place. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the 2 London clubs to take the last 2 Champions League places as things stand. Thank you, Paul. Said best football channel. Oh, we're very fortunate there. I need to rewind this back for a sec. Hang on. So Matip plays the ball across straight to Alisson. Alisson makes the save. That's Matip being sloppy again, and we've spoken about this. We've spoken about Joe Matip looking like he's off the pace. Mick pointed it out in the chat as well, and that's another one where you're just saying, where's this Joe Matip come from? And I want to know, where has this Joe Matip come from? That's so lackadaisical. I mean, well done to Ali for making the save, and well done to Fabinho for stopping the second cross, but that's just, you don't play, that's 101 stuff. Like, you do not play the ball across your own goal. Jota, unlucky. He was offside anyway, the flag's gone up. Referee plays an advantage though, keeper had it in his hands. Will Hughes plays the ball out right hand side. What on earth was Matip at there? I'm honestly baffled as to what's going on with Joe Matip, because I don't like saying that Matip's making mistakes, because it's very, very, very unlike Joel. But in the last 2 games, he's been a bit all over the shop. Jota, he's some fucking player, isn't he? Look at him deep there, and he's starting off attacks now. Right, Diogo, time to get yourself into the box, mate. Look at where Jota is right now in this centre of the park. Drop back into the left side of midfield position here to try and get involved in the link-up play, which has allowed Bobby to drop off and play on the shoulder. And he occupies the player as well here in Alisson, as you see, when Jota drops so deep, which leaves space for Robbo in behind now on the left side. This time it's Firmino with a lazy slack pass. Oh my days. It hits the post and goes across the front of the goal, and Bobby Firmino's been let off the hook. Firmino plays a slack pass. Alisson picks up on it. He rolls the ball down the line. I don't know, Van Dijk got that? A touch on that? Let's have a look at it. It goes round Alisson. Alisson makes the save. Alisson makes the fucking save. Unbelievable goalkeeping from Alisson again. But once again, we're our own worst enemies there. But well done, Alisson, for staying switched on, and Bobby needs to stop that. Cannot be giving the ball away in transition like that in the halfway line. How many times have you guys heard me on this channel say we are our own worst enemies at times? We are. VVD wasn't slow there, by the way. He just didn't commit himself. I seen what you were saying there in the chat. I understand where you're coming from, Josh. It wasn't that he was slow. He was reading the situation. So Van Dijk knew if he tried to get across the front of the player, he'd probably clip him and it would be a penalty. So he allowed the player to go wide around Alisson, and then you see him speed up to make his run to the goal line in case he needs to make the clearance. But either way, that's 2 opportunities we've presented to Crystal Palace that we need to snap out of. Two minutes to go. Back with the Palace keeper. I mean, look, going in at half-time with 2-0 up, I would be more than happy with that. Trent, lovely little header down to Van Dijk. Van Dijk plays it across to Andy Robertson. Robbo, nothing on, goes back to Alisson, who puts his boot through it, launches the ball long. Even, look at Jota, even going for headers, he's just class. I love the man. I just love him. Love him so much. Don't forget, by the way, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. There's about 1,900 people in the live chat right now. Appreciate you guys being with us. If you haven't hit the like button or followed yet, please do. Favourite Liverpool chance? Fields of Anfield Road for me, Michael. Jones. To Bobby. Dispossessed again. Wake the fuck up, Bobby. That's, again, not good enough from Bobby Firmino. Giving the ball away needlessly. Matip now. Man on, man on, man on. Back to Alisson. Jesus, there's a bit of pace on that from Matip. Alisson did well to hook it away. Sloppiness again. We can't let mistakes creep in here. Ward now. Jota leans into him. Referee says unfairly. Crystal Palace got on with the free kick quickly. What were your leaving cert results like? Jesus, is there anything else you want to know there, Mark? Something I would have had for dinner yesterday. They were alright, mate. For 440, if my memory's right. I was saved by 2 A's. My results were bang average, but an A in honours business and an A in honours French saved my ass. Offside here against Crystal Palace. We are into additional time now. I'll let you guys know as soon as the board goes up. 1 minute. 1 minute of additional time. What do I watch the game on? Skybox on my TV. 11 attempts in the first half with 2 to Crystal Palace, so certainly our dominance shown. 5 attempts on target for us. The 2 for Palace were on target. Just see out this first half, lads. Go in, regroup, come out second half, and leave running with the points. That's the plan. Van Dijk sweep again. This time it's Bobby Firmino's control that lets him down and the ball goes out. He's having a bit of a mare here, Bobby. We've had the 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half. Referee puts the whistle to his lips. Blows it up. It is half time at Selhurst Park. The Reds go in with a 2-goal lead. Virgil van Dijk and Oxlade-Chamberlain with those 2 Liverpool goals. Yes, there's some sloppiness in this half from Bobby Firmino and from Joel Matip that not quite happy about, but certainly a very good 45 minutes from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Good 45 minutes from obviously Andy Robertson with the 2 assists, and I think Curtis Jones has done quite well as well. Arsenal are still 0-0. Yes, I forgot there were other 2 PM kickoffs. Please do keep us up to date with what's going on in that one, because I've been paying attention to the other kickoffs. A lot of people calling for Canade to come on in the chat as well. Yeah, we need to cut the mistakes out, because it seems like if Palace are going to find a way into this, and I hope they don't, of course, it'll be through our own sloppiness. Man of the match so far. Probably Robertson because of his 2 assists. Robertson, I've been really impressed, as I said a moment ago. Robertson, Jones, and Oxlade-Chamberlain on that right. Bit sloppy at the end of the half. Yep, I think that's spot on. Loads of people saying Robbo man of the match so far. Of course, you guys will get a chance to vote for your man of the match in the post-match show coming up. 2 post-match shows coming up today. One with just myself after the game, and then one with Paddy and Chris and myself. And don't forget, tonight, as you can see on the screen there now, the phrase Craig thought he'd never say. 10 p.m. tonight, I will be streaming a FIFA career mode on Twitch. So come across and laugh at me, because I will deserve to be laughed at. Usually at this point I plug the sponsors, but we don't have any sponsors today, so just plug in the FIFA stream. And again, don't forget, if you are enjoying the stream, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, get yourself over and give us a follow on TikTok as well, as you can see there, Anfield Agenda, over 50k on TikTok, and also Twitch, Anfield Agenda. Right, no Ultimate Team, I'm not giving EA any more money, you mad? Fucking robbing bastards already charge enough for the game, without me giving them more money. Is it at 10 British time or Irish time? That would be the same time there, Mr. Dave. You're living up to the name, though. Oh, let me have a look. What's Paddy sent me in? Sorry, one sec. Let me just message Connor, because he'll need this information for the post-match show. That was just Paddy saying he can't make the post-match show, so I just have to pass that information on to Connor so he can get the images ready. Cool, there we go. Who misplaced the last pass? Was it Firmino or Oxlade-Chamberlain? I don't remember Oxlade-Chamberlain missing a pass, in fairness. I remember at least 2, but the last thing Bobby did there before half-time was not control the ball. Who scored? Van Dijk scored with a header, and then it was Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Yes, I agree, David. David said Jones has breathed a bit of life into midfield. Yes, I think, again, he's been very good. Right. Robbo with 2 assists, but Alisson with 3 worldy saves. Yes, he did. He made some very good saves, Dylan, in the first half. The one that was offside, the one with his right hand, that was phenomenal. I know it won't count because he was offside, but Alisson didn't know the player was offside at the time, and what a strong right hand that was. Sloppy performance, to be honest, Craig. Matip sloppy, Firmino should get off, and we should stop holding the game. I mean, I don't think it's a sloppy performance in general, Mervyn, but I agree with you on the 2 lads being sloppy, but I think we've done okay in that first half. There was a bit of sloppiness creeping in at the end of it, no argument, but all in all, you know, just keep everything simple from this point and we should be alright. Okay, aesthetic vibes, you're boring me now. You've asked that same question so many times. I've answered so many times. Now you can just fuck off and go into the wilderness. What are your halftime ratings? I don't do halftime ratings, Mohammed. It's hard enough doing it by the end of the match, buddy. But look, I think the first half, certainly the 3 players that caught my eye, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Robbo, and Curtis Jones. I think Curtis Jones did well on the left. Just watching the replay now here again of Van Dijk's header. The more you look at it, it just gets better. Just better and better and better. Do I ever go to games? Yes, sometimes, Liam. I haven't been in a while, in all honesty. I was supposed to be open for the Brentford game, but I've explained why I didn't go. Ultimately, mate, it comes down to this for me. I'm at a point where the channel needs me to be here for watch-alongs. Because if I'm not here, we lose a good chunk of revenue. And I'm at a point as well where going over to a game now from Ireland, unless you get a face value ticket, which is very rare for me and anyway, it's costing me like 600-700 quid for the weekend, and I'd rather go to Lanzarote for a week with the family. I know I won't get that for 700 quid, but it's a good chunk towards it. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. It's just getting so fucking expensive to go there, and I lose out on channel revenue while I am there. So, I don't know, it's just better doing it from here, if you get where I'm coming from. It's a weird little situation that I'm in, because of course you want to go to a game, but it's getting fucking expensive and more expensive. So yeah, I think my trips to Anfield will be very, very, very limited moving forward. How tall am I? How tall do you think I am? And I'll tell you if you're right or not. Is Hendo having another quiet game? He's going about his business, Jamie. He's going about his business. I wouldn't say he set the world on fire, but he's doing okay, Henderson. Is it 100% going to be Lanzarote if you do move? No. If I move somewhere warm, yes. But there has been some brief conversations with somebody else who's interested in... How do I say this? There's been sort of talks with somebody who's interested in becoming an investor in the channel, and those talks, part of the conversation would have been for me to move to somewhere around the Liverpool, Manchester area. So if we move to a warm climate, yes, it'll be Lanzarote, but you can't rule out moving to Manchester, Liverpool for the channel's purposes as well. Right, what have we got with the height thing? 6'6", Jesus no. 5'9", a bit bigger than that. 5'9", there you go. Jack's the first one with the right answer. 5'10". There we go. Yes, 5'10". Connor's 6 foot, I think, even, if I'm not mistaken. Steve is the tallest one on the channel that I'm aware of. Steve Bland is 6'3". Good morning from Los Angeles. Sloppy passing might cost us a goal up the Reds. Thank you, Derek, and lots of love over to you, my friend. Yeah, we were a bit sloppy at the end of the second half, or first half, excuse me. But all in all, I think that was a good first half performance. Oh, Escape Ghost said he said it first. Sorry, mate. My apologies if you were first in. But yes, 5'10" is the answer. What happened to James? Let's just say James is no longer on the channel and leave it at that. Who do you think will win, Chelsea or Tottenham? I'm going to go for a draw, 2-2 in that game. Clive reckons I'm 8'9". I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat. You know the rest. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you've no idea what I just waffled on about. Shout out to Skilo. I know Skilo's a big fan of the channel. How's your day been? It's been literally as long as the game's been on, pretty much, Liam. Just rolled my ass out of bed about 1 o'clock and jumped onto the stream. There you go, Dave knew with a bat. There you go. I couldn't remember the rest of the lyric after that, Dave. That's why I stopped. Am I doing a watch along? Of the other game? No, mate, no. Won't get a chance to because I've been doing post-match content, so the game will have started by the time I finished. But tonight, 10 o'clock on Twitch. The thing nobody asked for, but it's happening. Me playing FIFA. So if you aren't following us on Twitch, make sure you get across there, and there's a link at the top of the live chat here on YouTube as well that'll bring you across to let you schedule the reminder for tonight's stream. With a bat and a 64 Impala. I didn't know that was the lyric. Is that the line? Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller. Wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat and a bat with it. Is it 64 Impala? Oh, never knew that. Which game made you most angry of all you've been watching Liverpool? Istanbul, probably. Will I be in a hot tub tonight during something? Definitely not. Were you playing FIFA Career or Ultimate Team? Definitely Career. No way I'm giving EA a load of money to buy pretending players. 7-2 game was frustrating, but in the context of what that 3-all game, we went from 3-0 up, thinking we could chase down the goal difference, to drawing 3-all and it being definitely all over with. So yeah, that was a special kind of pain. Oh, the Atleti game's another great shout there, Nicola. Yeah, the Atleti game, the Champions League, was very frustrating. Very, because we found our way back into the game and then, unfortunately, that Adrian mistake. It really wasn't when you beat Manchester United 5-0. It was not, Patrick. When we beat Manchester United 5-0, it was brilliant. Yeah, Rav, you're spot on. That 7-2 loss to Villa. Look, we deserved to lose it, but you're right. I don't remember so many deflections as well. That was a perfect storm of, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Oh, the bar goal was pretty bad as well, yeah. That annoyed me because Brendan Rodgers could have just went out there and played for the draw that day. But his own arrogance and ego, I think, got the better of him, and we were taking chances to go and get a win when, look, you can never say you're going to play for a draw, but you can subconsciously say you're going to play for a draw. What's with the negativity? I don't know what you're going on about there, saying stop the negativity. Nobody's being particularly negative. Somebody asked the question. Missed the goals, were they any good? Yes. First one was a glorious header from Van Dijk, but the second one was a lovely pick out by Andy Robertson. Dinked a little ball to the far post. Oxlade-Chamberlain chests it down, then rifles it between the keeper's legs with his left foot. What have we got? We need Canade, said Hayden. Yeah, I mean, where are we with the Joe Matip thing, folks? Because I agree with everyone who says he's been sloppy, but where on earth has it come from? That's what baffles me. Yeah, it is a strange one seeing Matip a little bit rocky. Michael Thomas last gasp goal in 89 that lost us the title. Richard, that's the game that made me start supporting Liverpool. That very game you're speaking about there. The one we lost, as you said, 2-0 to Arsenal at home. Michael Thomas goal to win them the league title at Anfield. That's the game that ended up with me supporting Liverpool. Thank you, Khaled. Love you too, my man. The Madrid final was defo frustrating, yes. Look, there's been a lot of frustrating times. Football fans get this all the time, don't we? Look, second half is about to get underway anyway. The lads are back out. Matip's there anyway, so no sign of a change from Jurgen Klopp in the centre back. He just doesn't even look right, Matip. I don't know. We'll wait and see anyway. Second half to come. Let me get the clock ready to go. And don't forget, post-match show coming up afterwards. Myself first, then myself and Chris Stonage. And yeah. Enjoy yourself. Second half to come. I'm just getting ready with the clock. Hopefully we can see this one out and get the 3 points. Don't see any reason why not. We're by far the better side. Right, Liverpool players need to hurry up and get themselves into position here. Right, run away. Second half. Palace go long immediately. Van Dijk heads it down to Jota, who sloppily gives the ball away. Palace have it now right hand side. Come on, boys. Good. Force Palace back to the keeper. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, by the way, and we are just under 400 likes away from 1,000, so if you haven't hit a like yet, please do. Come on, you Reds, get Newlon ready, said Andrew. We need some Newlon merch, don't we? We do need some Newlon merch. Palace, that's a good break for them. 3-on-3 here. Palace move it to Elise in the right channel. Edouard drops off. Elise turns one way then the other. Ooh. I'll tell you what, that was not far away. Fires the ball across the 6-yard box. It's a bit of a speculative clearance there from Palace, but they work a 3-on-3 situation, slip it into Elise in the right channel. He cuts Robbo one way then the other, plays it across. Did Fabinho get a head on that? Again, let's have a look. No, it came off Conor Gallagher. Oh, I tell you, that was close. Palace starting this half quite brightly. Van Dijk here in the left channel. Hooks the ball across to Robertson. He hooks it with his right foot forward. Will Hughes wins the header. Palace have it with Gallagher now right hand side. Elise. Certainly more attacking intent shown here by Palace. Ball in. Oh my god, what a save from Alisson. Edouard tried a back heel from about 4 yards out and Alisson gets down to save it. I'm not happy with Trent here. Let me have a look. Elise plays the ball in. It's headed down. There's not much Trent can do actually in fairness, but Edouard was back to goal from 4 yards out. Back heels it and Alisson gets down and makes the save. What a keeper. Point blank again from Alisson. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. 1-0 to Leicester in that game. Interesting. Well done, Alisson there yet again. Another great save. Football fanatics, stop spamming. Firmino plays the ball out off a Palace player. It'll be a throw into Liverpool right hand side. Great bit of keeping that again from Alisson. That's 3 big saves he's made in this game. Trent tries to cushion it into Oxlade-Chamberlain. Palace win it back though. And they go long up the line. Matip's there. To Trent. Henderson inside to Fabinho. Fabinho tries the ball into the right channel looking for Oxlade-Chamberlain. He loses out though. Is the flag gone up or what's the game stopped for here? Okay, they're showing us replays. Why was the game stopped? Is it a free kick, a throw in, offside? What's going on? Can you stop showing us fucking replays and show us what's going on the pitch? It's a free kick to Liverpool. Referee must have pulled it back for something. Trent to take the free kick. Palace holding the line. About 5 yards ahead of the 18-yard box. It's wide right. Trent gives the signal, puts in the cross. It's flicked away by Palace over to the left-hand side to Bobby Firmino. Back to Robbo, to Henderson. Lovely ball out by Jordan Henderson to Trent right-hand side. Fabinho. He's under pressure from Will Hughes, so he goes back to Alisson. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Still Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 2. Oh, unlucky. Good ball in again there from Trent. looking for Jordan Henderson, but Palace hook it away, and it will be a throw into the Reds' right hand side. Trent's just looking for options now from the throw in. Goes out, headed away by Palace. It'll be another throw in, similar position, right hand side. Dijk with the goal for Leicester. Thank you for that, folks. Conor Gallagher picked up a yellow as well for that foul previously. Ball's gone behind here. It'll be a Palace goal kick. Oh, hope everything's okay, David. You said you're on your way to the Children's Hospital in London. Hope everything's alright, my man. Love to the family. Chamberlain. To Bobby. Bobby out to Trent. Trent flicks it in looking for the run of Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's just a yard too close to the goalkeeper. Comes out and claims it. Just confirmation there. Leicester 1, Brighton 0. Patton Daka with that goal. Oh, Hendo plays a bit of a hospital pass there to Fabinho, and Crystal Palace have won it back. But Hendo, in fairness to him, steps in and wins the ball back again. Can't ask for more than that if you give it away. Do I understand the hate for Henderson? Not at all, Patrick. I've been somebody who's admired Hendo's time at Liverpool massively. But, that being said, do I think that Hendo, everybody fit, is in our best midfield at the minute? No, I don't. But I certainly don't understand some of the hate he gets. I agree with you on that. But for me, he's certainly not as impactful as he once was, but still a very good footballer. Chamberlain now. Ball in. Hendo. Oh, he's dragged it wide. Should have done better. Lovely ball in by Oxlade-Chamberlain. Henderson with his back to goal. Takes a touch. Shifts it into his left foot. Turns and swivels. Hits it. Just the wrong side of the post. He'll definitely feel like he should have at least tested the keeper there, Jordan Henderson. Again, just a reminder who Kloppo has available to him on the bench today should he look to make a change. James Milner, Cade Gordon, Costa Simicas. Oh, hang on, we're on the attack. Hendo, strike. It'll be offside. Free kick to Palace. Although the refs allowed it to play on and Palace have hooked it. I don't know what's going on here. Why aren't Palace... They get a throw in out of it. Sorry, on the bench today, Milner, K. Gordon, Costa Simicas, Joe Gomez, Taki Minamino, Kanade, Williams, Queven Kelleher and Tyler Morton. They're the options. Palace keeper now rolls it across right hand side. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Have I been to Meath? Of course I have. My Debs was in Meath actually. In Dunshaughlin. In the Vortex. Edward now for Crystal Palace. Ball in behind. They're in here. They've laid it off and it's 2-1. It's 2-1. Carved us open. Too easy. And we've let them back into the fucking game. Fuck. The defence just seem to part like the Red Sea here. No offside in this one. It's a good goal by Palace, but too easy. One ball straight through the centre of a defence. Watch. One ball. How did he get... What? Van Dijk and Matip need to be dealing with that better. It's a nice ball through, but it's just ghosted in between the centre-backs again. And it's 2-1. It's a good goal from Palace's perspective. It's a fucking shocking goal from our perspective. It's just, that was shoddy defending. I don't know if Van Dijk didn't see him over his shoulder or whatever, but By the time Van Dijk looked up, he was 3-4 yards past them. Oh, from a game we were cruising in now, there's a bit of nerves kicking in. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Fuck's sake. It's just the ease at which Palace got through there that's worrying. I haven't seen if it was Robbo and Van Dijk that he split, or if it was Matip and Van Dijk. I think it was Robbo and Van Dijk that was split by that Palace attack. But either way, it's just too easy. How do they have that much space? We need to wake up now and realise we've got a fucking game on our hands. Ninja said it's the high line we always play. Yes, which more often than not we get it right with, but if you don't get it right, that is certainly the worry or the concern, mate, like you've pointed out. Palace again working the ball into the right channel to Alisson. Oh, Henderson just about steps in to win it back. Palace though win it back high up the pitch again. Strike! Oh, I tell you what, fuck me. That was close. Comes onto it, hits it. That was half a yard wide. Anderson with the strike left foot. I don't think Alisson's getting there, if that's inside the post. We need to wake up and wake up quickly. Klopp needs to stop this raw. Look, Palace fans up now, bouncing. Game back in. This drives me doolally when we do this to ourselves yet again. 2-0 up, cruising, and come out and make the job hard. Come on, boys. Free kick to Palace. Gallagher fouled. Again, the pressure's starting to ramp up a bit. Let's see if Klopp does something from the bench here to stop the flow here. I mean, in fairness, that was a dive from Gallagher. It was an absolute dive. I just seen the replay. That's why Henderson's pissed off. He just fell to the ground. Klopp better not do his usual antics here of leaving this till they've equalised to look at the bench. Something's not right and it needs to be fixed. Alisson, ball in. That'll be a free kick for offside. And a chance for us to regroup. Takumi Minamino was Jurgen Klopp's answer. He's stripped off and ready to come on. So at least the manager is going to the bench to make a change. And it will be Takumi Minamino. Yeah, it was Van Dijk and Robbo that was split by that pass. And Matip didn't even track. Did you look Matip standing there as well? It's just not good. It's just not good all around. Matip wouldn't have had the pace to recover, granted, but how the fuck did he slip in between Robbo and Van Dijk so easily? It's Chamberlain that's coming off to be replaced with Takumi Minamino by Jurgen Klopp. I don't know if this was a pre-planned thing because Chamberlain had a knock recently. But either way, it is Takumi Minamino who's on now for the last 30. For me, look, if I was taking somebody off there, I'd probably taking Firmino off in all honesty. Putting Jota through the centre. and putting Minamino to either the left or right side of attack. If you need to move Chamberlain across, fair enough, but I certainly think that it isn't Oxlade-Chamberlain who's been the weak link. Free kick here to Liverpool. Foul on Curtis Jones by Will Hughes, who will be going into the book. Sports Hub said it should have been Curtis for Taki. Why? Curtis hasn't done anything wrong in the game. Am I convinced enough with Oxlade-Chamberlain to be starting more games in the future? No, I'm not. Robbo, delivery in. Again, doesn't beat the first man. It's headed away. It'll be a Liverpool throw in left hand side. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm not understanding the Ox substitution either. I've seen people in the chat saying I'm right with you. Doesn't make much sense to me. $29 to go anyway. Let's see if Minamino can affect it. I'd love Taki to get himself a goal today. Throw in from Robbo. It's up in the air. It's a bit shoddy. Henderson heads it on. Oh! I thought Firmino was going to get on the end of it, but he didn't even make an effort to block that, Firmino. Trent hooks the ball back forward. Bobby flicks it on, but there's nobody there, and it goes straight through to the Palace keeper. He's not been great today. Good pressing this by Curtis. Go on, Curtis. Go on. Go on, man. Set the tempo. Go on, Curtis. Keep going, lad. Keep going. Close the keeper down. Yes, Curtis. Yes, Curtis Jones. Forcing the error. Palace give us a throw which we take quickly. Firmino tries to cross the ball. It's blocked back with Bobby Firmino. That all came from Curtis Jones pressing, by the way. All the way across, and eventually keeper ends up playing a ball that gives us a throw in high up the pitch. Well done, Curtis Jones. That's the attitude we need to be setting. Jota this time trying the little smart pass, but it's intercepted. We've won it back though. Trent, he's dispossessed. Again, straight ball to the centre, but this time Matip steps across and gives it back to Alisson. Alisson rolls the ball out right hand side to Jordan Henderson. Henderson to Fabinho. Fabinho into the channel, but it wasn't a great ball to Trent. And Palace player puts it out. Would be a Liverpool throw in. Making this game a lot harder for ourselves than it needs to be. By the way, folks, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, and we are over 700 likes, so closing in on 1,000. I don't understand the times when we're zipping the ball around, like when Fabinho was looking for Trent there. Why we're not doing it on the deck? Playing the ball at chest height to Trent means he has to take an extra touch, giving the Palace player time to step across. So it's just basic stuff. Zip the ball in along the ground, allow Trent to take a touch and move at the same time if needs be, or take a touch and pass it backwards. Playing it into him at chest height's just asking for trouble. Stat up here on the screen. When scoring first in 15 games, Liverpool have come up with 12 wins, whereas when Manchester City have scored first in 17 games, they've had 17 wins. So yeah, we don't need to be adding to that stat of dropping points. We need to make sure we see this out, and the only way we can really go about doing that is by getting ourselves a third goal here rather than trying to just hang on. 25 to go. Thank you, Escape Ghost. Appreciate that. Throw in. Robbo takes it. Goes back to Van Dijk. Come on, boys. Robertson bursts infield, seeing space open up front, shifts the ball across to Trent on this right hand side. Trent dawdled a little bit too long. Eventually he's worked out to Henderson, whose touch lets him down. Palace have it back. They play around. Jordan Henderson to Will Hughes, Conor Gallagher. Palace now work the ball across right hand side. They're still deep inside their own half. Back with Gallagher. Back inside to Will Hughes. Henderson comes on with a press. Hughes rolls the ball across. Minamino presses. Hughes plays it out left side. Look at that. Look at the space again. One ball. Thankfully, they overhit the ball down the line and Joel Matip's able to see it behind and it'll be a goal kick. WFM. Barno, WFM to you, my man. Thank you, Patrick. Same to you. Trent. Up the line to Taki. Oh, he got lucky there. Plays the ball out off a Palace player. Again, just lads, we need to just take control of this game back. Palace about to make a substitution now. The goal scorer, Hudson Edouard, is coming off. Actually, Connor sent me an updated team, Yoke, I think, did he? Yeah, let me just update this for you. What's the updated team? Essay, I think it is. Is that his name? That's on for Palace. So they've got two pacey attackers on either side now. Straight into the action, rolls the ball down the left channel. Hendo has it though. Head up into Bobby Firmino. A fucking hell, Bobby, again! He's a dozy bollocks when he goes for these little 5-yard passes. Once again, he can't play a simple little pass. And Palace have won the ball back. It's just not good enough from Bobby. It's too sloppy. Fucking hell. It's just too lackadaisical and too fucking sloppy. Henderson. He gives it straight to Will Hughes, but the ref brings it back for a foul, or a handball, excuse me. It's just... Oh. The ref's just gone back to check on Trent, who was down, but he is back up. Seems to be just holding his right ankle. I don't know. That's infuriating about Bobby Firmino. He does it so often. How can one player do the magical stuff on one hand and you just keep playing simple slack 5-yard passes? Ball back with the Palace keeper now. 20 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Liverpool lead by 2-1. Van Dijk header. An Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain goal. Cancelled, well, I say cancelled out. Pegged back to 2-1 with an Edouard goal for Crystal Palace. They go again. This time it's Schlupp, left-hand side. Hits the side netting. Palace pushing here for this equaliser. And again, cutting us open. I mean, I think we had our angles covered there between the keeper and Matip, and Schlupp didn't really have anywhere to go, but hits the side net anyway. Second half attempts, Palace 5 to us 2. Just a reminder, in the first half it was 11-2 in our favour. Shows you how the game has changed in the second half. Again, we're taking chances in midfield. Henderson gets lucky. Now Fabinho gives the ball to Conor Gallagher. We need to stop this giving the fucking ball away. Throw into Liverpool far left. I mean, maybe looking at bringing Tyler Morton on here if I'm Jurgen Klopp. Into midfield. I mean, I think we could afford... What I'd do now is switch this up. I'd stick Tyler Morton in alongside... I'd get Bobby off. I'd stick Tyler Morton in alongside Fabinho. And yeah, maybe push Hendo a little bit behind the attackers and go with 2 up top if needs be. Robbo has it left side. Jones. Robbo across to Trent. Trent into the right channel to Hendo. Hendo down the line to Firmino. Goes back to Jordan Henderson. Hendo with the cross. It's a good cross, but it's a little bit deep and nobody's at the far post and Palace come away with it. Elise knocks it forward. Van Dijk heads it down, but to Conor Gallagher, who's dispossessed by Fabinho. Fabinho with a strike. Keeper gets down to his right hand side and deals with that speculative effort from Fabinho fairly easily. Yes, Guinea are still in the AFCON, Nathan. They qualified for the last 16. All our boys went through to the last 16 in the AFCON. Throw into Palace. Right hand side. Still no sign of any more life on the Liverpool bench. 800 likes now, by the way, so we're closing in on 1,000. Palace now, again attacking down their left hand side. They move it out right hand side to Elise. Jota does good to get back and help out Robbo. Cross comes in. Van Dijk heads it away. It'll be coming straight back at us though. Palace again work the ball out right hand side. Elise brings it down. Ball into Gallagher. He handballs it. It'll be a free out. You did handle it. Stop moaning, mate. Fuck's sake. Minamino hasn't really made an impact since he's come on. Still no sign of any more life on the Liverpool bench. Palace hooked the ball forward. Van Dijk gets there, gives the ball back to Alisson. Alisson into Fabinho. Fabinho to Van Dijk. Back to Alisson. Fuck me. His left-footed shot barely gets past the first Palace player, but luckily falls to a Liverpool player eventually, and we have a chance now with left-hand side. Jones plays it across to Trent. Trent into Henderson. Henderson pulls it back to Trent. Trent with a clip to the far post. Robbo heads it down. It's hooked away by Palace. I think we should have done better in that position. Referee stops the game because the Palace player had a bit of a nasty fall, in fairness. I think Palace feel they should have had a free kick there. But either way, certainly the referee's right to stop the game. Elise jumped in. One of those where he went over the back of Curtis Jones. It looked like a bad fall. Hopefully he's okay. Good player, Elise, isn't he? Kloppo's calling the lads over, giving them some instruction. I like this from Klopp. Calling the boys across, telling them what they should be doing. Showing a replay of the Van Dijk goal again. I could watch this all day. Alisson still getting a bit of treatment, by the way. Game hasn't restarted yet. And if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, please do, folks. Double change coming on here. Ayew and Benteke. Vieira definitely rolling the dice here, looking for the equaliser. Two attackers about to come on. Here comes the first change. Ayew coming on to replace Will Hughes. And Benteke coming on to replace Mateta. So Hughes and Mateta off, Ayew and Benteke on. Chaos Joker said, Klopp probably saying we haven't got anything on the bench to bring on, so grind this out, lads. Come on, thank you for the super chat, mate. Yeah, look, Kyler Morton could do a job, I'm sure, if we wanted to try and, you know, close the gaps in midfield. So 13 minutes, and you'd imagine a few minutes extra of stoppage time. 2-1. We need to go grab a third here to make this comfortable, because I'm not at all confident at 2-1. Again, rushing ourselves in the clearances, and it'll be a throw into Palace. Will reckons we should bring on Canade for Matip. Yeah, but I agree, but it should have been done a long time ago. Firmino has ghosted through this game. He hasn't really impacted it in a positive way too much. Palace back with their keeper now. 78 on the clock. Minamino hasn't done a goddamn thing since he's been on the pitch. Ooh, header there from Robbo that nearly went past Alisson. Palace are a bigger club than Liverpool. Fuck off, mate. I could start the football club next week and they'd be a bigger club than Palace. Would you stop with your silliness? $11 to go. Not been a great second half, this. Ooh, there's a Man City fan in the chat coming in trying to... Oh, fuck off, Anthony. Nobody cares what you have to say, mate. Your club's plastic. Nobody gives you shite. Just go away. They give you shite about you and your... Like, mate, we all know, Anthony, that you hadn't even heard of Manchester City until they were taken over, mate, by Abu Dhabi. So nobody cares what you have to say about Man City. Nobody in this channel gives a fuck about Manchester City. It was Edouard Victor scored for Palace. It was a good goal from a Palace perspective. From our perspective, just horrendous defending again, allowing them to waltz through, but they took it well, in fairness to them. Craig, what's this? Mad respect. I have to say Jones looks a top player. He's a very good player, Curtis Jones. Yeah, I've seen some Liverpool fans have a pop on him. I just don't understand why. I think he's a great player. Ball in, looking for Jota. Palace keeper comes out, heads it. Firmino chases it down, and it goes out. It'll be a Liverpool throw in left hand side. We're inside the final 10 now. Still no sign of any other changes from Jurgen Klopp. Stop crying. Do I look like I'm crying? And your name is King Solanke. Like, those two words should never be in the same sentence, little virgin boy. So, I'm not crying, mate. These are the tears of laughter at the state of your fucking avatar. Oh, Jesus. Nine to go. Come on, boys. Well done, Jota. Look at that. And he's fouled and wins a free. Be yellow card. Absolute quality that from Diogo Jota. What a player. What a player. Thank you, Ripon. Milner's coming on now. Don't know who he's going to replace. Firmino would be my guess. And try to shore up the midfield. But we'll wait and see. 8 minutes to go. The ball's still in play, so substitution won't be made just yet. Palace still knocking the ball around at the back. Oh, someone said Craig is Man City fans on the ropes. They like to come in and try and become relevant. Oh, Alisson! What a save. Again, one fucking long ball over the top and Elise's in. Look, he peels in between Trent and Matip. Wake the fuck up. Actually, that one's Van Dijk and Robbo. It's the run from the other side, my apologies. But there was just men playing off the shoulders all over the place. And then he tried to lift it over. Alisson, who comes back and hooks it away. Again, we're riding our luck. Well done, Alisson, once again. Fucking hell. Yeah, they try to become relevant, Man City fans. They don't realise nobody gives a fuck about them at the pathetic club. They just want to try and shoehorn themselves into relevance. I love knowing that they'll never win the Champions League. That makes me smile. That all their money in the world can't buy them the one thing that the owners want, which is legitimacy in the Champions League. At least he's popping up all over the place here. Now he's on the left. Jones hooks it away. We still haven't made that substitution, by the way. Milner's still over there waiting to come on. 6.5 minutes to go. My daughter's good, thank you, Seb. As I was saying to the Discord group yesterday, she dislocated her knee. She put it back in herself because she's a fucking hero. And then went to the hospital for x-rays yesterday. But she's good. She'll be off her feet for a while, mate, but appreciate it. Good goalkeeping that from Alisson, yet again. He's certainly been a part of this today, Ali. If we get away with the win, he's certainly going to be up there for my man of the match vote. Brighton equalising that game against Leicester 1-1. Danny Welbeck with the goal. 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go at Selhurst Park. Still 2-1. A nervy 2-1. Why was Seb hidden? He was asking me about my daughter. Genuinely asking me because she dislocated her knee, mate. So you're unhid there, Seb. I don't know why you were hidden. Jota. As a penalty, surely. No, of course not. Fuck off, ref. He was blocked off here. Jota's through, gets past Ward, thinks the ball over, and then the keeper comes out and blocks him off. So he hooks it over and then gets blocked off. mean, how and what planet is this not a foul? It's a fucking foul. He slides into him. VAR. I don't know how they need to look at this any longer. He slides into him. And he could have gone for the ball. Fuck off. That's a penalty. That's a penalty every day of the week. I don't know why they're looking at it from fucking 19 angles. Still looking at this, by the way. Ref's going to have a look at it. Ref's going to have a look at it, which is usually a sign that they've told him they think he's wrong. It would fall in the soft category, I will absolutely say that. But look, he slides into him and blocks him. Look, it's a 50-50 one. I'll give you that. It is. But, I mean, some of the penalties I've seen given this season, I don't know. We'll wait and see. Look, the decision will be made. I can imagine the only saving grace might be if the ball's gone away. Penalty. Penalty. Penalty given. Penalty given. Fabinho to take it. Milner's not on the pitch yet, mate. He can't take it. The substitution hasn't been made yet. Fabinho to take the penalty. Referee taking his position, making sure everyone's outside the penalty area. Fabinho steps up. Scores 3-1. Gets in. Look, I'm well aware there's going to be salty fans coming in moaning about the penalty, all of this shit. See this? I don't care. 3-1. I couldn't give a shit what you think. It's 3-1. I'll take it. Whoop whoop. Fabinho on the score sheet. And that will be that, my friends. That will be that. Let the saltiness commence. 3-1. Fabinho with the goal. And that'll be that. I'm just sitting here reading the saltiness, just reading it and just inject it. Inject it. The piss boiling Reds, 3-1 up. Newland's out having a little buggy. What was that, Newland? Stonewall penalty, he says. Stonewaller for Newland. Fabinho with the super chat there from Suki. WFM emoji, goal emoji, Ric Flair emoji. And the best one of all, Suki, fuck him emoji. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It was never a penalty. Never a penalty. Oh, you were Rob Palace. Oh, it's never a penalty. Never. Stonewall. Ridiculous decision from the ref. I fully agree with everybody. Liverpool. We are paying the all the stuff. I'm on board with it all. We're awful, fellas. We're awful. But, and this is a really important point, I don't care. 3-1, we'll take that. Jens with the super chat, fan bloody tastic. Oh, it was a penno. I thought it was a penno. I was one of the first people to say that's a penno. I'm only winding fans up who are going to come in and tell us it wasn't. Trent coming off to be replaced by Joe Gomez now. Firmino went off as well. I forgot who replaced him. But again, let's point out that even if it wasn't a penalty, we were still winning. So I'm going to be full on Salt Bay today, out there in the kitchen, making me beans on toast. Right, so 6 minutes added on at the end of the match. Don't forget, do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and let us know your thoughts on that horrendous challenge on Diogo Jota. I mean, thankfully Diogo will be able to fight another day after recovering from that assault from the Palace goalkeeper. Ward picks up a yellow card now. Now, there's a couple of things we need to realise today, people. Number one, did I say Van Dijk was going to score a header? I did. Did I say it was going to be 3-1? I did. Am I a god? That's for you people to decide. That's for you mere mortals to decide. But, do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is, I am available for Christmas parties, bar mitzvahs, prediction leagues, whatever you need. Palace have been much better. In the second half, you know, the game is played over 90 minutes, mate. In the second half, Palace have been a better team. No argument. But we were way better in the first half. So yeah, see this out now and my head will grow a little bit bigger. I mean, look, there's a lot of people don't give me the credit I need because I deserve. Like, I'm sitting here, godlike as I am, speaking to you, the great unwashed, like I'm a regular Joe Soap. I mean, not a lot of people with my calibre of machismo would be speaking to the great unwashed, but, you know, I'm a man of the people. So, even up here on top of my ivory tower, I'm still like to, you know, mix with you folk, the great unwashed. Only joking. I love you all dearly. I just like when I'm right. Oh, look at this. Stuff getting fucked on the pitch now. That's where we're at, is it? You fucking scumbag lowlife pricks. Ref, we're just letting that go, dickhead, are we? We're just letting that go. Just stuff being lobbed onto the pitch now, and that's tickety-boo, is it? Did we not see what happened when the Everton fans were lobbing stuff? Absolute scumbag behaviour, by the way. Absolute pikey behaviour. Yeah, I mean, that was glossed over very quickly there, wasn't it? The bottle, or whatever it was thrown on the pitch. Jota now, right hand side. This shit needs to be stamped out of football very quickly. I mean, stuff getting thrown on the pitch, bottles with liquid in it at players, that's not right. That can't be fucking happening. Palace take the free kick quickly. Out comes Alisson and claims it. We've had 5 of the 6 minutes. Don't forget, folks, please do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. And my match reaction will be coming up straight after this. The link is there at the top of the live chat if you want to click it and take you through. And tonight at 10 o'clock, I will be starting my FIFA career mode over on the Anfield Agenda Twitch account. So just to confirm for everybody, the Liverpool goal scored by Virgil van Dijk, by who scored the second one again? Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and the third goal by Fabinho via the penalty spot, after what can only be described as a life-threatening challenge on Diogo Jota from. No, I'm only joking. It was a soft penalty, but it was a penalty in my eyes, and obviously in VAR's eyes. Minamino now, step overs, back heel. Henderson. We've had the 6 minutes. The referee blows it up. It is all over at Selhurst Park, my friends. Liverpool have beaten Crystal Palace by 3-1, the exact score that your boy predicted. And Van Dijk got us off to a great start with a header. Second goal from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. 2 assists there from Andy Robertson. And then the third one from the penalty spot after Edouard had pulled one back for Crystal Palace. Look, it wasn't vintage, it wasn't pretty, but at the end of the day, it's 3 points. And it means that when the lads come back from the AFCON, we will have taken maximum points in the Premier League, and we will have progressed in both cup competitions as well. So can't ask for much more than that, ladies and gentlemen. And I will talk to you in the post-match show in 2 minutes. See you then.